So friends, welcome to another altcoin update video. We'll continue to go through your requests. Today we continue with Jupiter. Jupiter is a Solana project with a 1.5 million market cap, which I believe still has a lot of potential, and I will gradually invest more in it. I am already invested with 25%, but I will definitely mention the further buying zones as well. Therefore, we will definitely get started right away. Before we start, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Feel free to check out the Telegram groups in the video description below, and if you want to support the channel, you can also register with the link below at Binks. There you can also find Jupiter to buy and you can trade, etc. Link in the video description or comment section. But let's get into the analysis. Currently, we are trading at 112. It has been requested very often, and we will take a quick overview here. It has also performed very strongly like most Solana projects because Solana is currently the most used blockchain, of course, also for meme coins, etc. 1,000. Nevertheless, I have decided to invest 25% here already. We already had our run here on April 24th. So that's when most altcoins also experienced their peak. From there, it went down into a sideways phase until our low at just under 0.65. And if we now simply draw the fib level from our low to our high, we see that we are currently quite nowhere. The next resistance is up here at 142 or 1.38, a golden pocket. However, I see here that Solana, and I believe Solana will continue to have its hype, even though I spoke a bit differently before, that we could definitely see around $2.60 here. That would definitely be over AX. I will still gradually build up the position here. If we come back down into this zone, especially where there are quite a few wicks between 0.70 and 0.63, that will be my last buy order, and the next larger one will then be in this price range around 92 or 0.82. You can already see here we have the ER/SMA on the daily, which is this purple line down here. We still have an inefficiency here, we still have a larger daily demand zone, so there is still quite a bit of potential where we could go down during the next correction. It doesn't mean it can happen today or tomorrow, but sooner or later there will be corrections in Bitcoin as well, and that will certainly pull the altcoins down significantly. 2001. That's why it makes sense to mark such zones in advance, and then hope that we can get our entry here and then shoot up through. Or in the worst case, in my opinion, this 0.63, those are the two buying zones I currently have set. Am I already 25% in? Because I do this with all altcoins now. For all the altcoins on my list, and there are still quite a few, we will discuss some of them as well. It's better to go in with 25% now. For example, if you have $1,000 and you really want to get into this project, you say, wow, this project convinces me, then yes, 25%, so 250, and then buy more at the bottom. That's how you get a perfect DCA plan. Never go all in. To be honest, I would rather miss the train than regret going in with 100% later, and then we dump down and I have no capital left available. That's a bit of my strategy. You can follow them, you don't have to follow them, they are all just suggestions from me. Still, I see potential here, especially because of Solana. And yes, otherwise there is actually little to discuss because the chart is still relatively young, where you have to be careful, of course, with the price targets, etc. But as soon as we reach the golden pocket, or also if we break through this daily supply up here, then the thing can definitely shoot up significantly. We have a market cap of 1.3 billion. Let's assume we double. Then we will be at around 2.6 to 3 billion to reach this price target of 1618. The most bullish price targets, but I am always very cautious. If we reach the 2618 at 381, that would be really crazy, but don't write it off. Feel free to share your opinion in the comments. Are you already invested? How do you see my spot zone? Would you invest there? Of course, inform yourselves about the project beforehand if you want to buy. Feel free to do so at BMX, then you support me a bit with that. And otherwise, yes, there isn't really much to say about it. Interesting project. I am definitely in with 25%. If we get the dump another 25% down, I will probably buy a larger spot again. That's it from me. We'll hear from each other again in the next altcoin update video. If you have any further requests, write them in the comments below. Otherwise, that's it. We'll hear from each other in the next video. Until then, ciao ciao, and as always, stay cool.